I just finished meeting with a world-class athlete who had just won a gold medal, and he's on his way to compete for three world records. And so he wanted to get his nutrition at its best. And I was surprised when, after talking to him, he turned to me and asked me what to eat for breakfast. I really thought someone of his caliber would have had that absolutely dialed in. And after a couple of questions, I was shocked to see that he had a lot of room for improvement. So, I wanted to share with all of you what some great breakfast options are, because I do get this question all the time. What is one of the best things that we can do for breakfast? Or how is the best way to break a fast in general? And so we walked into the kitchen here at our clinic, and we went through some of the things that we keep around here in the clinic for me to break my fast when I take my break. And I want to show you all one of the very first things that we do here is berries. We make sure we have blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, just a little bit, because we want to get all of those micronutrients. We want to get all of the fiber in those and all of the bioflavonoids in a small amount every day to help us to break that fast. That's one of the things that have to be organic, because we got to remember there is the clean 15 and the dirty dozen, and these do tend to be on the dirty dozen. And another thing that we keep around, because it's simple and easy, and if you ever come to the clinic, we always have these sitting around, is some nuts and seeds. You see, we've got some Brazil nuts, some pecans, some walnuts, pumpkin seeds. Probably heard me talk about pumpkin seeds. Beautiful combination is one of those strawberries, a walnut, and the third thing that I throw in there is some beautiful dark chocolate. We always have this sitting around as a way to break our fast. That is one option that I definitely encourage people to think about. And I'm going to share with you a little more on this chocolate. Why would I include chocolate every day? Well, I learned from Kerry Bone that he does this every day. Kerry Bone is one of the world's best herbalists. And there are so many benefits of cacao flavonoids on microvascular responses that it's something that you do want to get a little bit of a healthy dose in there every day. Now, if you've heard me talk about chocolate, you've heard me caution on getting chocolate that isn't contaminated with too much cadmium or lead. And so my favorite chocolate we have here, now I'm not sponsored by anyone, but just to give you the absolute full disclosure on what I have in my clinic, is Divine Chocolate. I think this is a great name because it is one of the best tasting chocolates I've ever had, and it provides me a good, clean source of that. That is one option that I want to offer to all of you. It's simple, it's easy, it's accessible. In fact, one of the other things, and again, not sponsored, that I keep around is a good combination of sprouted nuts and seeds, actually sprouted in crazy water, because these travel really well. And I can just keep them with me and have them as a way to break my fast when I'm traveling. The second option that I want to encourage people to think about for breakfast is a couple of good eggs. Obviously, they have to be quality eggs. The difference between an organic free-range egg and a commercial egg is night and day. So you want them to be good quality. I usually like to personally eat about 4 eggs. I want to make sure you have a good yolk in there with not just the egg whites. You definitely want the yolk. You're getting a ton of nutrients in there. And then half or a full avocado. Full avocado is going to give you the fiber and the magnesium. So it's a great balance between those two. So I would go back and forth between those, some raw nuts and seeds, little cacao and some fruit. And other days, a few eggs and a half of an avocado is great. And finally, just to bring this all the way home, one of the ways that Kelly in our office here, she's a vegan holistic nutritionist, was really doing a deep dive in how to best break her fast, because we do quite a bit of fasting around here. One of the other things I do almost every day is I stick a fork in a jar of sauerkraut. Okay, organic sauerkraut is going to give you so many things. It's going to help create the right environment for your microbiome. It's going to give you the best, highest concentration of whole food vitamin C, a water-soluble vitamin that we need tons of every day. And it also gives you a vegetarian source of vitamin K2. Now, her research led her to put on a plate a chopped up avocado with sauerkraut over the top, sprinkled with raw organic pumpkin seeds, organic and sprouted pumpkin seeds. And she has found that is her best favorite way to break a fast as a vegan. And I'm telling you, it doesn't sound great and it doesn't look great, but it actually tastes great. So just a real quick video to give you guys some ideas of some ways to break your fast. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you are using to break your fast, or if you have a question about whether or not it should be, or maybe you have a better breakfast than either of those that you think everybody should know about. Please share it with us. We want to make sure that we're giving everybody the best whole food nutrition that is going to support them for longevity and making sure they're getting the maximum benefit when they're eating the meals to be able to nourish their mind, their heart, and their whole body. Have a great day.